Hey everyone, it's Eric here from MacBook. Got another video for you guys today. Hope you guys are doing well. This MacBook here isn't doing so well itself. If you guys didn't already know, we are located right outside of Washington, D.C. in Northern Virginia, in Alexandria, and we take in mail-in repairs for MacBooks like this one. If you guys are interested in sending your MacBook for repair, check out the links in the description down below for how you can send in your device for us to take a look. And we're going to be looking at this one today. This is the nice midnight color A2681. It's not powering on. So what we can start first is just plugging it in, right, and see what's going on. We use this USB-C tester and we can check a few things just real quick. So when we do that, we plug it in and let's see what we got. We got about almost 5 volts and about 0.01 amps. It's very low. Port 2. Let's see what else we get. We got 5 volts and about 0.01 amps. So we got the same reading in each port. Even though this is an Apple Silicon MacBook, which is very similar to mobile processor, it still is a MacBook and it needs a little bit more juice than a typical phone. So 5 volts isn't going to be enough. We need to have about 20 volts and a higher amp so we can power on and charge the battery. Something's going on in there. It's not allowing it to happen. And let's see what it is. So let's go ahead and open it up and take a look inside. So we lift the board and we see there is a covering that goes over this. It's like a plate and we need to remove that. We just need to be careful. You just go on this side because it's already slightly lifted. And just pop this up and it comes like this. It's pretty much just one piece. Interesting, right? It's really cool. Really nice. So we can see something right away. And if we look over here, it looks like there's like a burnt cap on the edge. And let's go under the microscope because it's very hard to see. Switch over. We can zoom in and there we go. Man, completely shredded. Look at that. It's gone. Is there anything else? All right, so let's look to see what this one is. And we're gonna go switch over. So we're gonna take a look at our board view. Let's zoom into the area. We can see it's the C5283. And this is your battery always on charger regulator. And it's very similar to other ones because it all connects. You can see that, right? If it connects this many spots, you know it's definitely important. It's wedged under there, but it shouldn't be a problem. Should be pretty heat resistant, that metal piece, but we'll be in and out. So it shouldn't be too bad. Let's put some flux on either side. Unless it fused itself with the board. If it fused itself with the board, then that's more of a problem, but let's see. Probably gonna be okay. Oh yeah, it gets smoky real quick. That's not good. So if we flip it over, we can see, yep, it's completely blown because it's burning, right? It's fusing itself there. Let's put this back a little bit better. Oh, it's okay. Let's see, can I see the bottom of the pad? I don't think I can even see the bottom. But this piece is like, oh man, that thing is stuck. If we lift it, we can see, oh yeah, look at that. See it fused completely with the board. We do have the connection though on the other side still, so we can probably just remove this piece and then connect it to the other side. Because as long as we get the one in there, it should be okay. Because it's a pretty big pad altogether. But there, we need to take this out. Okay, it doesn't look too bad. Let's go ahead and put some solder. Okay, so put that in. Let's go ahead and solder it now. There you go, so you kind of just fuse itself in. Push it over, there we go. Make sure it's nice and in there. All right. So we put it back enough, and we want to make sure because the heatsink is actually part of this, so we have to screw it in. I apologize, it got really dark really fast. So within like 30 minutes, it just got really dark. Let's go ahead and try it right now, and let's see if it works. So we're getting 20 volts. It looks good, and a very low amps. These Macs have a power saving feature anyway, so usually until you press the power button, it'll be at a very low power state, and as well as we don't have the battery. We are getting our 20 volts, and we're not getting our 5 volts anymore, so everything should be good. We're gonna go ahead and plug it back in and test it, make sure power's on. There we go, we got power on. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video on doing the repair for the A2681 M2 MacBook Air logic board repair. If you guys are interested in sending your MacBook such as this one or any other model, newer, older, or even vintage model, we take in all MacBooks for repairs, for power issues, for MacBooks not powering on, MacBooks not charging, for liquid spill repairs, you name it, we do it. If you guys are interested in sending in your MacBook, check the links in the description down below for how you can send in your device for us, and we'll love to take a look at it for you and see what we can do to help you guys out. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.